In today's video, I'll be showing you places to eat in Singapore. All these places that I'm showing you in today's video are located at MRT stations or within walking distance to the MRT station. So this is perfect if you don't want to drive or take a Grab. Without further ado, let's begin. Firstly, we have Punggol, and at Punggol there's Waterway Point, which is a mall. On the first floor there's Sushiro. This is a Japanese restaurant with not too expensive sushi and their food is quite fresh. On the weekdays there's no queue here, so it's a better choice than compared to the Orchard Sushiro outlets if you are looking to get a seat as soon as possible. If you're looking to get an authentic cup of matcha to drink in Waterway Point itself, you can look at Waribimochi Kamakura. Daily chicken seems quite popular, it was quite packed. I love that for the chicken they have the 3-piece one for solo diners so that it's not too much. They don't have that many non-spicy noodle options, but this is one of it. Then I tried their original chicken flavour, this is the 3-piece one. It's too salty for me and I personally think that BHC chicken is nicer. Next, let's move on to the CBD area, which is around Raffles Place. You can order salad or noodle bowls here. It's kind of like Thai fun and a lot of the options are on the spicy side because it's like China kind of food. I'm trying their new salted egg chicken, which is not spicy. This is my all-time favourite matcha from Whiskdom. It's at the basement of One Raffles Place. They use Maracuyá Koyaman matcha powder. They also whisk it on the spot and I always get less sugar. On the first floor of One Raffles Place, there's little farms where you can get decaf coffee. For $7, this cup size is very decent and it tastes so good. There's also a food centre called Lau Pa Sat and it's walking distance from Raffles Place MRT. My colleagues super love this mala store. Of course, I get the non-spicy version. There's an air-conditioned part of Lau Pa Sat and there's this store called Equate Coffee. They specialise in coffee and I tried their matcha, wouldn't buy it again. If you get out of Raffles Place MRT and you cross opposite, there's this office building called OUE Bayfront with a restaurant called View. I think they charged me like $12 for a bottle of still water. The food's not bad and the service is good, and of course you get a view of Marina Bay Sands. I got the 3-course meal for 2 packs and it's already on the cheaper side because I booked the early 5:30 PM dinner. Okay, this place is a little bit of a further walk from Raffles Place MRT. This is a food court at Asia Square Tower 1. Their Ting Tao Suan Rong is so delicious, it's not spicy. Next, let's go for some Chia pudding at Clarke Quay. They recently released a new size, which is this mini bowl. This size is just perfect for one person. It tastes so good with the coconut base and the sour fruits. Next up we have Orchard, and I was looking for a cafe at Orchard Central to have brunch. This cafe called FYP on the upper floor is highly rated, but I decided not to eat here as they were really short-handed and felt hot. It's mostly bagels, pasta and some drinks. I came back down to the first floor of Orchard Central and I saw this cafe called Equate Coffee. The place looks really aesthetic and the air conditioning here was better than upstairs. I got a matcha latte with less sugar but was still not sweet, so I asked for some sugar syrup. And then I also got Brussels sprouts, which were not very tasty. He got a vongole pasta and I got myself a fish sando. I had a lot of yoji when I was in Australia and I enjoyed it a lot. I was so excited to have yoji again now that it opened in Singapore. Yes, the queue was long but I didn't have to wait long to enter. So you start by taking a cup and then choosing whatever flavour of froyo you want. Then you move on to this station where you can put whatever toppings you like and however much you like. After that, you bring it to the counter where they will weigh it and charge you accordingly. I paid 8+ for this cup. Next, let's head to Scape, which is also at Orchard. There is this new Korean cafe that opened in Scape. It's called Nuldam Space and it's really interesting because they have like vegan drinks, they have coffee as well as vegan pastries and desserts. I super love the aesthetics of this place and it's also not too crowded, so it's perfect if you want to just come here and catch up with your friends or family. I got the pistachio pastry, tiramisu, matcha, and he got a hot coffee. They also have this really interesting activity where you can actually purchase this letter writing set. You write a letter to yourself or someone else, you put it in the envelope and then you can melt this wax. Pour it on the envelope and then you just stamp it down to seal it. The cafe will then help to mail it to you 1 year later, so it's like you'll be receiving a letter from your past. Next, I'm going to a relatively new mall which is at Holland Village MRT. It's called One Holland Village. I was craving for a really sour drink, so I decided to come here. I asked them to recommend me the most sour drink they have on the menu and this is it. There's like passion fruit in it and some other fruits. Now, all the way at the west at Joo Koon MRT, there's this mall, and I decided to get some traditional toast with half-boiled eggs. Add some dark soya sauce and pepper, and then just give it a good mix. Then I dip the bread in the egg and enjoy it.